Number 17 asks us to subtract this polynomial from this one. This is a binomial, two terms from this binomial. Now, here we come on this word from. And you remember, it was a while back, but we saw this. If you have things that look like this, like expressions or phrases that look like this, more than something, less than something, or from something, this is where you start. You start here. That's where you start. You start after the word than or from. So when we look at ours here, we're going to subtract this from this. This is where we start. This follows the word from. So in number 17, I'm going to start here. I'm going to have 5x minus 8, and from that I will subtract 3x plus 4. Now let's get rid of the parentheses. Here's a set of parentheses preceded by no sign at all, so I can just drop that. We'll get 5x minus 8, but here's a set of parentheses preceded by a minus sign. So I'm really going to distribute the minus through. I'm going to subtract everything inside here. So remove the parentheses, change the sign of every term inside. So minus 3x minus 4, and then 5x minus 3x is 2x, and then negative 8 minus 4, I'm down 8, I lose 4, now I'm down 12. Number 18 says to subtract this trinomial from this trinomial. So subtract this from this. So here's the word from. What follows it is where we start. So we're going to start here in number 18 with this 10y squared minus 8y plus 4. And from that, we will subtract 14y squared minus 6y plus 3. So let's remove the parentheses. We'll get 10y squared minus 8y plus 4. And when we remove these, right, it's preceded by a minus sign, so drop the parentheses, change the sign of everything inside. We're really just multiplying through by negative 1. If you multiply by negative 1, changes the sign. So minus 14y squared plus 6y minus 3. Let's count things up. Y squareds, we got 10 of them. Then we lose 14. So 10 minus 14, that's going to give us negative 4y squareds. What about the y's? Well, the y's, I'm down 8, and then I get 6. So minus 8 plus 6 is minus 2y's. And constants, we got a 4 minus 3. That's a 1. Let's carry this one just a little bit farther. We've got the right answer here, but here's what I want to do. Let's take this thing here and just move it up here. Get it out of the way. So now what I want to do is, what if I got this backwards? If I'm not paying close attention to this, I'm going to say, let's go with the first one here. I'm going to say, okay, subtract this from this. So we start with from, that's where we start, right? And then we subtract this one. So that's the correct order. So what if we get it backwards? What if we just go this minus this? Here's what it would look like. Now I'm going to do the first one over here because it's a little bit shorter. I would get this. 3x plus 4 minus 5x minus 8. Keep in mind we're going backwards here. So this is going to be 3x plus 4 minus 5x plus 8. And then with the x's, I have 3. I lose 5, so I've got negative 2 x's. And then the 4 plus 8 is a plus 12. Now, that is the wrong answer. The correct answer is right here. But compare the correct one to the wrong one. You see what we have? 2x, the opposite of 2x. Negative 12, the opposite of negative 12. So if we do it correctly, we get this answer. If we do it incorrectly, we get the exact opposite.